Good evening, everybody. This is Dr. IYER from sunny Hertfordshire, England. You won't believe it, it's nearly 8 p.m. in the evening and the sun is nowhere ready to set. Today we shall discuss how to make an easy way of green mung dal khichdi. The ingredients first: pre-soaked green mung dal, a couple of handfuls, still soaking mixture of white and brown basmati rice. You can use any ordinary rice for this. Some not so finely chopped onions. For the tadka, some jeera, red chilies, and some pulverized ginger. I shall also be adding some tomatoes chopped. For color and flavor, I'll be using turmeric, some salt to flavor. Towards the end, I'll be using some ghee as well, though I'll be starting off with cooking oil. So here I have in a medium-sized saucepan 2 tablespoons of cooking oil, some jeera seeds and de-seeded red chilies, couple of them. As soon as they become a bit brown, I'll add the onions. So the onions and ginger have gone in. So we'll leave it there for the onions to become a bit brown and caramelized. So the onions have browned nicely. Now is the time for the mung dal to go in. I use 2 times mung dal and 1 time rice, but you can change the proportion. So there the mung dal is gone in. Here goes the rice. I'll pause the camera for a minute to clean the plate. So we are back in action. So the rice and the mung dal are all in the fryings. It's better to make sure that there's not much water gone in with this, otherwise the grains don't fry. So all the moisture is dried off from the rice and dal. Now's the time to add some turmeric, some salt according to taste, and give it a fiddle again. So all the rice and mung dal has been coated by the oil. And now is the time to add the water, and I tend to use the water that I use to soak the rice. I tend to add water about an inch above the level of the rice, maybe a little bit more to make it a little bit more soggy. The secret is to allow it to slow boil rather than the water getting dried up, in which case the dal will not cook. Having pre-soaked the dal, it really helps them fluff up nicely. So once it has come to a nice boil, I put it on simmer and put the lid on. And later in a while, I'll add the tomatoes. And after that, we'll be pretty much done really. Except for garnishing with some coriander leaves and ghee as we go along. So checking frequently to make sure the water is not drying up. This can sometimes take up to 15, 20, 25 minutes. Or if you have a pressure pan, 5 minutes to 3 whistles. Maybe I'm repeating what I've said already. So coming along nicely, I think another 5 more minutes. So this will be a good enough time to add the garnishing with the tomatoes and the coriander leaves. Nice colorful multicolored look, which I always love and I keep saying every time I cook. So I'm going to put the lid on and go and enjoy some music. Meanwhile, I've just prepared a sort of raita with some cucumber, tomatoes and yogurt. And I said, why not? Let's use some papads for accompaniment. Pickles would have been better, but I don't have that choice in home isolation in a new place. So for the moment of truth, nicely cooked, not so soggy as I like it, but you can always add a bit more of water and boil it. And now I'm going to add the ghee that I promised. That much is enough because plenty of cooking oil has gone in. Give it a fiddle for the ghee to get mixed up. Difficult one-hand job. I'm going to put the camera down. So, just offering a little bhog to the Lord above. So, ladies and gents, boys and girls, mung ki khichdi with some raita and papad. And the sun is getting ready to set. So, good night to all. Bon appetit. Until next time, Hari Om, Jai Hind.